Talk365TV is proud to announce that Brain Rehab Clinic is the first clinic in Utah to have a gyrostim. And welcome back to the show. Todd loves his movies.
He does, so do I.
So we went to Century Theaters to see Ford versus Ferrari.
Yes.
Matt Damon was amazing.
Recommend it? Recommend going while it's in theaters, or maybe a watch again online.
Maybe a watch again. It wasn't as good as I thought it. I was anticipating this movie. So this movie took place during the 60s when Ferrari owned distance racing. So Le Mans, Sebring, and Daytona were the big three races, and Le Mans is 24 hours straight. Mm-hmm. They'll go 3,000 miles in this race. A couple different drivers.
Yeah.
But Ferrari owned that. Ford tried to buy Ferrari, and Ferrari told them to stick it.
Because it was offensive.
And Carroll Shelby is the protagonist, Matt Damon's character. And when I worked for Mario Andretti, we had meetings with Shelby to do something together. And the general manager of Shelby said...
So you knew Mario Andretti and Shelby.
Yeah, and so this is kind of funny. But
That's pretty cool, Trip.
I was told not to come back to meetings because... So I'm in a meeting. I work for the greatest American race car driver ever. The general manager of Shelby... At the time, the woman was talking about great drivers, and she was saying that her boss, Carroll Shelby, was a great driver, which wasn't the case. He was a great driver, but he only lasted a very short period because he had heart issues, and then became a master builder.
Sure.
But Mario Andretti is the greatest race car driver America's ever had.
So you threw down?
I just mentioned it in passing, and it didn't go over well.
All right. So back to you were banned from meetings. Keep going with the movie.
So the movie is good, but not great. And I've been trying to figure out why, because this is something that was right up my wheelhouse.
Right.
I love racing. Christian Bale is fantastic, Matt Damon.
Great acting. It just missed something?
And I don't know what it is. Isn't that weird when you see something?
Well, here's a question. Do you think that, I was going to say Formula One, but whatever those other words are, do you think it can ever make its way over to the U.S.? Because, of course, it was just recently purchased by a U.S. media company. Their goal is to get our dollars the way we promote Super Bowl and football. Do you think that's even possible?
Short answer is no.
I think so, too.
So right now they have a race at the Circuit of America in Austin, Texas, every October. And same weekend as a NASCAR race up in Dallas, which is up
Huge.
In that area.
Yeah.
But Formula One is never stuck. And Formula One is the biggest race series in the world. The drivers, a typical team in Formula One will spend between $100 and $200 million per car.
Ooh.
Where NASCAR is about $20 or $30 million per car to race it all year. And Indy cars is about $3 million. So the dollars are incredible. They fly all over the world in 747. It is such a shocking...
So much money.
So much money. But I was shocked that an American company bought Formula One. So
I know. It's a very interesting thing.
But there have been some great movies.
Yeah.
James Garner starred in one.
A classic movie, huh?
Ayrton Senna, there was a movie a couple years ago. So Ron Howard in particular loves Formula One. He's done a couple, and I'm very proud of you for knowing that.
Well, maybe there'll be some more coming out because of the purchase. That's sort of, I thought, wow, that's interesting and probably not an accident that this movie is coming out with the purchase of the company coming over to the U.S. And maybe we'll see some more, and maybe we'll find out what was missing from the other one. They'll do it better.
For the bachelor party, we went out high-speed go-kart racing, and I destroyed Jim.
How is your elbow, your knee, and all of your other broken parts?
Worked out great, and I have a Ricky Bobby t-shirt.
Of course you do.
Talladega Nights, a great Christmas movie
Well, there you
go.
On the end, go watch Talladega Nights, and of course, Elf.
Ford versus Ferrari.
Ford versus Ferrari you should check out. And then let us know if you agree with Trip that there was something missing or you loved it all together. And then, like I said in my last show with Todd, we were talking about how I go full Elf this time of year. It's Elf 24/7. I absolutely love him. It's one of my favorite movies ever. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy this time of year. Get out there and have some fun. And be sure and join us back here on Talk365 TV.